All right, so a lot of people have been asking, why am I doing the fast? No, I'm just kidding. No one's been asking me. No one's been asking me, but they will be. They will be. So why am I doing this fast? You know, I go on about consistency and things like that, and don't be too extreme, and don't do things for a day that you can't do for a year and all this stuff, but I changed my mind. No, I'm kidding. Consistency is good, and doing things that are realistic are good, but sometimes you just need to pull a lever. You just need to change something, and that's what I was feeling. Thanksgiving's coming up, and you know, it's a change of the seasons. I got things changing in my own life. I'm really trying to double down on some business stuff and see some results there, and I needed to do something a little more extreme. So I was thinking about, different things, but I was like, you know what, fasting is this age-old, it's this way to, change. It's this way to like purify yourself. It's a way to get beyond, the mediocre desires of this world. No, they're not mediocre desires, but you know what I mean. Like these like little distractions and these things that are pulling us down. It's a way to get beyond that, to get into that just zen where you're like, I don't even need food anymore. I'm so beyond food. I'm just like this enlightened, productive creatrix. No, I'm messing around a little bit, but that's kind of true. That's kind of why I'm doing it. But you can see I'm chewing gum, so I'm not being like a friggin' zealot about it. Gum, clean energy drinks, so some caffeine, and then fat. I've mentioned it's a fat fast, so it's not a real fast, I guess. But not really much, just like a little bit of butter to give me some of that energy, and we'll see what happens. I gotta weigh myself because I want to find out actually if I lose weight or whatever. Because I've been trying to lean out for a while, and it's happening slowly. But maybe this will speed it up. And so I'll try to weigh myself like today, so at least I have like the 2 days difference. But I don't have a scale. My gym doesn't even have a scale, so I guess it's bad to weigh yourself now. You can't even do that because weight is neutral, doesn't matter, and we should all be fat anyways. That's basically it. That's the why. That's the why behind the what. And I will keep you guys updated, and hopefully you find this fun, helpful, or maybe you get inspired and you do your own pre-Thanksgiving fast. So stay tuned. Alrighty, so it's like 8 in the morning, so 12 hours in to the fat fast. Got some of this expensive butter. I don't know if it's that much different, but I think it tastes a bit better. Because I'm going to do some bulletproof coffee. I got a shot of espresso. Espresso's only like, it's like 60 grams of caffeine for one like shot. So that's not that much. I haven't been doing morning coffee, but I need some energy today. And espresso usually hits better than like a drip coffee or a regular coffee. And then with the fat, it should be good. So yeah, I decided to do, I'm gonna do 72 hours. That's the goal. 72-hour fast. I guess it's technically not a real fast because I'm gonna have some fat in there for energy. Because I want to make it more doable, more enjoyable. So that's gonna basically mean probably like 200 to 250 calories of like fat every day, mostly just with some butter, bit of butter here and there. We'll see how this coffee goes. I'll do like bulletproof, so like I'll do some MCT and some butter in there, just the one shot of espresso so it's not too strong. I've been liking these Guru energy drinks, so I'll probably have one of those. Just caffeine helps suppress appetite, and then maybe some bone broth or something. We'll see. But that's pretty much it. I just wanted a challenge, and I felt like doing something kind of radical. So I'll let you guys know how it goes. But yeah, 12 hours in, which is like, I think that's 1/6 of the way. I think it's 1/6 of the way through. So we'll see. Okay, so it's about 24 hours in the fast, 23 hours, going on 24 hours, and definitely hungry now. I'd done fasting before, but it's honestly been like a year, 2 years since I've actually done it, really. So yeah, I'm kind of in that, I feel a little weak, definitely hungry, and it feels like there's nothing to look forward to today kind of thing. So I guess I still really like my food. I'm gonna make some bone broth, so I'm gonna allow this. I'm gonna just like boil some chicken, but then like strain out the meat and boil some, probably throw an onion and maybe a carrot in there, and then add a bunch of salt. And hopefully that salt and a bit of the, you know, them bone broth like minerals will make me feel good again. So yeah, I'm just gonna head to the grocery store and grab that and then whip that up. But yeah, almost 1/3 of the way through this, the 72 hours, and it's definitely been tough the last little bit today, and so we'll see how tonight goes and then tomorrow. There it is. Didn't have a pot, so I'm doing it in a frying pan. It's a chicken leg, a bit of onion and a bit of carrot, some bunch of salt, and a bit of apple cider vinegar. So it smells good, but I don't really know. Bone broth usually takes a lot longer, so we'll see what I end up with here. Okay, the broth was pretty good. Definitely needed that, and feel a bit better now. Still definitely hungry, but I'm just gonna go to bed a bit early. Last time I did this long of a fast, the first day was actually the hardest, I think, and then the second day felt really good. So we'll see what happens. Just over, I guess, over 24 hours now, end of day one. All right, it's like 3:40 in the morning, about 31 hours into the fast, and I woke up just feeling energetic and like it was time to get up. So feeling leaner too, definitely probably just water weight, but definitely feeling lean and good there. And I think I'm gonna go make some broth and just do some work because I feel very, I feel really good, feel alive, feel like I have energy, and even I only had like 6 hours sleep, but I woke up feeling really good too. My mood feels really just good. I woke up feeling excited and almost like, yeah, just very ready to go, very calm, but excited, and definitely in a good mood. So this is interesting. So I guess this is the signal to like go hunt or whatever. Got my broth made up here. Really loving this stuff. It's basically just chicken broth, but threw some onions, carrots in there, and then some salt, salt with, I think there's like thyme. I think thyme is the spice, and then it's apple cider vinegar too. And this stuff is really tasty, so even if you're not fasting, definitely recommend. Alrighty, we're 40 hours in now, so yeah, it was a weird morning. Woke up super early, feeling really good. Worked till like from like 3:30 to 5:30, then felt tired again, so I just went back to bed till like 8. And then I definitely felt hungry this morning, but I've been good. I've got to do some manual labor. I got to dig a couple of holes, so I'm going to have some butter. Quabam. Will not eat the whole thing, but I was on the go, so I had to buy the chunk of it. But gonna have some butter, which is gonna give me some energy. At least that's the plan. I probably had like 2 or 3 tablespoons yesterday, and it just seems to help. I wouldn't say it fixes the hunger, but it helps you ride it out more. And the hunger definitely comes in waves. And I would say, yeah, like last night around bedtime was a wave, but then it was weird this morning. It was like gone, and I felt that like almost like euphoria. And that's reminiscent of like strict carnivore as well, those kind of waves. But anyways, 40 hours in, over the halfway point, gonna have some butter, gonna do some work. I feel like tonight might be a challenge again, and then I'm on the home stretch tomorrow. So let's get some fat. I actually love butter, so this might seem pretty weird, but it's really good if you haven't tried it. Alrighty folks, we are 48 hours in, just about. So definitely feel leaner. I don't know how much weight you can actually lose on one of these fasts, but the nice thing is you really lose all like your bloating and everything. So like I have a bit of a gut still for sure, but you lose anything that's like kind of extra, and that feels kind of good. So hopefully I'll lose some weight out of this overall, and I still didn't weigh myself from the start, so there's not gonna be any fun weight stat, I guess. But yeah, like it does seem to be getting me leaner, and I am feeling good. I battled some hunger today for sure, but I was actually doing like a decent amount of manual labor today, and I think that was actually easier than yesterday. It was more like on my laptop, and that was kind of hard. So 48 hours in, tomorrow we're gonna be on the home stretch. We'll see how tonight goes. Last night I woke up, I mentioned, super early. I was up for like a couple hours and I had to go back to bed. I was like tired again. It was weird. It was like this hyper energy kind of at like 3:30 in the morning. But this is good. It'll kickstart me into keto again. I wanna, like I've been low carb, but I don't know if I've been in ketosis that much. It feels good to be back in ketosis, and I just love how powerful it is to feel differently, and to do that with fasting. Alrighty folks, 60 hours in. We got 8 hours to go. Actually 7 hours to go now because it's 9 a.m. So on the home stretch for the fast. Last night was good. Didn't wake up the same as that first night. So I slept pretty soundly. And I felt, when I woke up this morning, I pretty much just felt normal. It was weird. At first I didn't even feel like I was fasting at all. I just felt normal. Then as I got moving a little bit and got up, got going, I definitely feel a little hollow. And a little, it's hard to explain. It's almost like this lightness. It's like this sort of, yeah, it's like this lightness. That's kind of the only way to explain it, but feeling pretty good. Overall, I'm glad that I did it. I think the mindset's pretty important, but maybe at the end I'll wrap up and just say kind of some of the things that I learned. But you guys, we are 2 hours out from the end of the fast, 2 hours out from the 72 hours. We are on the home stretch. I'm feeling pretty good. I am looking forward to eating, but this has been really cool. One neat thing that happened today was it was less extreme. Like I feel like the hunger was less extreme than day two. And so it was more just, I was definitely feeling a little weak and a little hungry, but it wasn't bad. And another weird thing was I crushed like a serious amount of caffeine today. For me anyways, like more than I usually do, like probably 50, 200, like 500 milligrams of caffeine, which is like roughly 5 cups of coffee, but it was in like sugar-free energy drinks or whatever. And it just made me feel like I don't know, it was almost like nothing. It was like a bit of energy. Obviously maybe not the most healthy thing, but I needed something to keep me going, and I kind of planned for that. So that's interesting. Like didn't feel like anxious really or anything. There's definitely a deep calm that goes along with this that has been really awesome, and that has gotten me excited about ketosis again and keto and carnivore, because I was kind of like falling into like staying away from fat, not altogether, but like I was worrying more about like calories and stuff, and I just was realizing I was like sliding away from like really feeling good mentally, just like that stable clarity, that like very real, that like real life feeling, like taking that fog away, and that this fast has definitely done that for me. So that's been really awesome, and I'm really glad I did it. It's crazy, like it feels like a lot of leverage that I've gotten just in these 3 days, and I'm looking forward. I got like a chunk of ribeye left over that I had frozen, and some sausages, so I'm pretty pumped for that. The fast is over. It is 8 p.m. Thursday night, so we've got 72 hours logged up, and it's time to wrap things up. So what are the key takeaways? Especially today, I don't know if I was just getting pumped because it was like finishing up. I started feeling really good today, and overall really happy with this. I think I might do this like once a month. So was it like a real fast? I guess not. Had some butter in there, probably a few hundred calories worth of butter. Had a whiskey soda pretty much every day, like every night to help with appetite. A couple cups of bone broth or just like chicken broth, and then definitely had some sugar-free Red Bulls and some like low sugar, some other energy drinks, and a couple coffees. So caffeine helped me for sure to get through it, but really started to mentally just feel good. Even though I was a little hungry and a little hollow, just way more optimistic. I feel more confident. And once again, it reminds me of just like when I was strict carnivore. It's a good wake-up call to be like, you can feel a lot better than you do. I mentioned I was kind of sliding back into just some carbs here and there and not being as strict with things, and it was affecting me mentally. So this was like a good reset, and I think I'm gonna stick with like keto now for a little bit, or I don't know, like for an unspecific amount of time, because this fast definitely, it kind of kicks me back into like just that clarity. So I'm really happy with that. It was a challenge, and I needed this because like just going back into like carnivore, I kind of decided to do that a few times, and then I wasn't being strict, but this fast was like a big challenge, and it was like, it felt like a big lever to pull. So I'm pretty happy with that. So overall, definitely feel like I've leaned down. Maybe it's just water weight, like still have a bit of a gut for sure. This angle's terrible, but it feels good. You feel like you're leaning down and you feel kind of just light. Yeah, it'd be hard. Some people say don't start with fasting, but like if you want to do something, challenge yourself and make a change and see what you think. But that's pretty much it. 72 hours for me, and I am happy with the results. So hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll talk to you guys soon.